Okay, so we know it works. Let's see if it'll do some work for us. See, it has to work harder, doesn't it?
What I love about EiE is that the kids walk out of there having a sense of, oh, that's why I need to know this.
The students really gravitate towards the building and the construction, especially in the design challenges. They love that hands-on aspect of trying to solve the problem or meet the challenge that is presented to them.
The Museum of Science in Boston wanted to help cultivate the next generation of problem solvers and innovators. Working closely with teachers, they developed Engineering is Elementary, an inquiry-based curriculum that reinforces elementary school science concepts by engaging children in problem solving through engineering activities.
We spend about 98% of our time or more interacting with the human-made world. The building that we're sitting in, the chair, our clothing, are all made by engineers, but in the course of our schooling, we spend almost no time learning about how that world comes to be.
The Engineering Elementary curriculum, the units, really fill in a missing piece in elementary classrooms. I like that it has a lot of group problem solving involved in it, and I think that's very realistic for what children need to do in terms of their skills, academic skills, and also social problem solving skills. So that's a tremendous strength. I have more and more kids telling me now that they don't just want to be a professional football player or an actress or a pop star, that they're thinking about engineering as a career.
We have little 6-year-olds that run around and say, I'm going to be an engineer today. So like any other word in their vocabulary, if you introduce it early, it's just something that they grew up with. You don't have to demystify it later on in life.
Do you want to put 2 layers of it? Like one on the bottom and one on the top? Yeah.
EiE consists of 20 units that connect engineering concepts with science topics currently taught in elementary schools. At the core of the program is a simple 5-step engineering design process developed with the guidance of teachers. The curriculum is designed to encourage teachers to try a different approach in the classroom, allowing students to collaborate and discover for themselves using open-ended design challenges. Each unit of the curriculum is divided into 4 lessons and taught over 6 to 8 periods. While units are identified as either basic or advanced, most are easily adaptable to any grade level. The first lesson begins with an introductory story.
We know that children learn best if they know why they're learning something. So we decided to actually write a story where there was a young child from somewhere in the world. Ultimately, the challenge that the child in the storybook is solving is the same challenge that the kids in the class will be solving.
Lesson 2 provides students with insights into what types of work an engineer in a certain field might do.
In this particular one, children were giving different machinery that they would be very familiar with, and to think about them differently and how those gears all work, and how an engineer would have to be thinking about how to make those pieces more efficient. That's right, that's great. Good job.
In Lesson 3, students begin collecting data and gathering information they will need to undertake the engineering design challenge in the final lesson.
We looked at the materials first, put them on a table, gave them all a little sample of them, and they were talking about the properties. And then we actually made some sales, just using the energy of the fan.
The 3 previous lessons all build to the 4th and final one, where students are given an opportunity to work in teams and to design their own solution to the engineering challenge first presented in the storybook.
The engineering design challenge integrates really well because the children actually get to use all of the information that they've learned over the year and then incorporate all of that schema that they have and add on to it and actually get some hands-on experiences to solve a problem.
The philosophy in our case is that every child can engineer. So we like to say that everyone engineers. The materials that we developed can be used by any kid in elementary school. We are particularly committed as a staff to working with the underserved and those who are underrepresented in engineering, whether those are females, whether they are students of color, whether they're children with disabilities.
Engineering is Elementary's true success has been with the students themselves, who are engaged with the material and excited to learn. Given the opportunity to apply their creativity and innovation, students become problem solvers, developing original solutions to real-world challenges.